Hi everybody, welcome back to the Seesaw and another week of family meals. We're starting out this week with some Parmesan coated pork chops with roasties done in the active fryer and some steamed veg. So these are the little thin Parmesan pork steaks, and I just coated them in I dipped them in some melted butter and then coated them in a mixture of some Parmesan, a little bit of flour to stabilise it, some Italian seasoning, some parsley and some pepper, black pepper. Just kind of coated it lightly in that and then cooked them in the skillet for about 5 or 6 minutes each side. These are really thin, so they didn't take long, and we've cooked them till they're nice and crispy and brown on the outside. That's the way we like our pan fried pork chops. So that is Caleb's, that is mine, and then there is 3 more pork chops for Daddy. So that is our Monday night dinner, starting off the week simply. Caleb went back to school today. Did you have a good day?
Yeah.
Yeah, good to be back. Seeing your friends?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's better than looking at a computer screen.
It is better than looking at a computer screen all day. Never thought I would hear him say that. So anyway, off to enjoy our pork chops on a Monday night. Hi everybody, it's Tuesday night and tonight we've got teriyaki pork. So this is a couple of pork tenderloins or pork fillets that I marinated overnight in a mixture of brown sugar, some light and dark soy sauce, a little bit of rice vinegar, a little bit of sesame oil, some ginger, garlic and a little bit of onion powder. And then I just put the whole lot into the crock pot this morning. So the 2 tenderloins plus all the juices, and just left it to cook all day, and it's kind of just falling apart, shredding up. We've got that with some microwave white rice and a package of stir-fried veggies, the Sainsbury's frozen ones that I've just put a little bit of soy sauce on as they were cooking. And we've got some sriracha or chili and garlic sauce there if anybody wants a bit of spice on their dinner. But that is our Tuesday night. That's mine. That's Caleb's, all ready to go. And we're off to enjoy our dinner. Hi everybody, so it's Wednesday night. I'm back to the trusty crock pot again tonight. So this is a chicken and veggie sort of stew. So this morning before we left for work, I put in there a couple of potatoes, which I just cut into chunks, some sliced carrot, celery, onion and red pepper. And then I combined a large jar of dolmio pasta sauce with a little bit of extra seasoning. So I added some garlic in there. I added a little bit of water to thin it down a bit. Then I added some, I think I put basil, oregano, some of those kind of Italian herbs in just to boost up the flavour a little bit from the regular flavouring in the pasta sauce. Just left the whole thing to cook all day. I didn't pre-cook the chicken or anything. I just left it in there. So it's chicken thighs, bone-in, skin-on thighs. You could use any sort of chicken really for this. And then we've come home. We've just cooked up a little bit of pasta to have with it. So it's got all the veggies. There is some potato in there, but only a couple of potatoes in the whole thing. So I've gone with the pasta. All the veggies, I'm going to put a little bit more of the sauce over mine there. And then we've got it with some little dough balls on the side. So something a bit different from a chicken casserole or a chicken stew. It's got all the flavours of kind of Italian pasta. You could have it with pasta. You could just have it with crusty bread if you wanted to. You don't need to have the pasta with it, but I've just added a layer of carbs because we like carbs with our meals. Fill up and then you're not as hungry in between meals. So that is, I've got a little bit of Parmesan sprinkled over there too. That is our Wednesday night crock pot supper. I don't really have a name for it. It's just chicken and vegetable crock pot casserole with pasta and Italian sauce instead of gravy. That's really long, isn't it? That's not really a name for the dish. I don't know what to call it. Just chicken and veggies, Italian style, something like that. Anyway, we're off to enjoy this. Hi everybody, so it's Thursday night and it's Sloppy Joe's night. So Sloppy Joe's is an American thing, and essentially it is ground meat. So we've used turkey because that's what we always use, but you could use ground pork, you could use ground beef. You could use corn mince, anything you like really. And you just want to cook that up with some chopped up vegetables. Now I have got some onion, a little bit of celery and some green pepper in there, but you can use whatever combination of veggies you like. Once the meat is cooked through, so no longer pink, you want to sort of build a sauce, and you're really going for like a barbecue type flavour. Now you could just throw in a bottle of barbecue sauce and do it that way. There is Sloppy Joe sauce that you can buy in the States that you can use to make it up. I think you can get that on Amazon and things as well. But I like to make my own, so it suits our flavour profile. So we've got some ketchup in there, which is the base of most Sloppy Joe sauces. I've got some sriracha chili sauce to add a nice little kick. I've got some sugar. I have some black pepper. I have some cider vinegar and some mustard powder. So it gives you kind of a barbecue-y type taste, and then we add the sriracha in to give it a little kick, a little heat. And then you just cook that together for about 15 to 20 minutes, and you don't want much sauce, if you like. You're not going for like a pasta sauce. You want it to be quite not thick, but it is supposed to be sloppy, so it's not completely dry, but it's not kind of sauce oozing out of it everywhere, so that it just runs all over the plate. And that's your finished mixture. You serve it on buns. We have got some cheese slices on ours just because we like it that way. That's not the traditional way of serving it. It's just in a bun. And then we've got some chips that we just cooked up in the active fryer to serve alongside it. So that is our Thursday night supper. Kind of barbecue-y, tangy Sloppy Joes with cheese and some chips. Hi everybody, so it's Saturday night and we've got a bolognese pasta bake for dinner tonight. So there is some dished out and we're having it with this Aldi's Carlo's takeaway, the big one garlic pizza bread. So that looks really yummy. It's got cheese on the top and we're just having that with some pasta bake. It's just a basic mince with some vegetables, some passata, some basil, thyme, oregano, garlic, that sort of thing in it, and then just combined with some cooked pasta and with some cheese sprinkled over the top. So just the most simple kind of bolognese pasta bake. So that's our Saturday night supper. Hi everybody, so it is Sunday evening, Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day, although it won't be Mother's Day when you see this. To all of you English mummies out there, Mother's Day in the States is not until May, so we get it a bit earlier here. Father's Day is the same day, Mother's Day is different. So tonight we've got sort of a steak dinner, sort of, but not quite. So I've got a rump steak that was in my Christmas hamper from Muscle Food. I've just seared it on either side, and then the boys have got pork steaks. Now I then made up a little sort of basting sauce just to go over them as they were almost cooked, and I used some chicken stock, a little bit of honey, a little bit of whole grain mustard, and just a splash of cider vinegar. And just whisked that all together, and then into both pans I just poured some over the top of the steaks and just basted them a bit so they're nice and juicy. The potatoes are crushed roast potatoes. So these are baby new potatoes that I just boiled for about 10 minutes, popped them onto a sheet of greaseproof paper on a baking tray, just used my potato masher just to push them down a little bit so that they didn't mash, but they kind of broke apart. Then I sprayed them all over with spray oil, a little bit of salt and pepper, and I roasted them in the oven for about 40 minutes. And then we've got some of our usual mix of vegetables, corn, peas, carrots, cauliflower, broccoli in there somewhere. So that is our Mother's Day dinner, and that is Caleb's. And we are off to enjoy this and get ready for whatever the week ahead may bring. Caleb had a good first week back at school. He was glad to be back, I think. And so now we get to do it all over again for a couple more weeks until Easter. Thank you for joining us for this week of meals, and we look forward to seeing you back here on the Seesaw soon.